First of all, I'd like to offer words of gratitude.
And us to you.
And appreciation for the work of Esther and Abraham. Thank you so much. I came in touch with your teachings through YouTube. I was looking for some music, and then I saw I saw one video of Esther a long time ago when you start with Jerry. And first I dismissed it because I felt, okay, channeling, yeah, it's fairy stuff. I'm into meditation. This is more serious stuff. And then maybe months later, I again got in touch with your teachings again, and then I started really, it really clicked, because the words that you were offering and the teachings, they resonate totally with my soul, with my heart, with...
Because you were in the receiving mode at the time. In other words, that resonation was because of what you were doing. We're broadcasting it, but you got to tune into it in order for it to be meaningful. So the first time you found it, you weren't clicking, you didn't resonate with it because you weren't in the receiving mode. So it just bounced off of you. Makes sense, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
It does. And then I want to share with everybody. I share with few people, and I want to share with you because it comes from really gratitude and appreciation that about 2 years ago, I was really inspired by your work. And then I wrote to Abraham Hicks publication asking if Esther would ever come to Europe again for a workshop, because I didn't have the economical possibility to come to the States. So I said, I really would like to be in her presence and to ask and to share myself with them, with Abraham and Esther. And I got a reply, very polite, very nice, from the company, and they said, well, nothing is planned for Europe. I don't think at the moment she's coming there. And I said, well, I'm interested in if she comes to the Netherlands, because I live there, even though I'm not Dutch, or to Italy, or which I'm Italian, so I go there to see my kids, or to Spain, which I have another kid there. And
this is called keeping the odds up.
And then the reply was, no, we don't think so. And then after quite a while, a friend of mine, which I've inspired also to listen to your teachings, and this friend of mine is here today. He said, he called me and he said, or he sent me a message on WhatsApp, and he said, Maxi, you're really a deliberate creator. I said, yeah, sure.
Take the credit. Take the credit. Take the credit.
Thank you. Yeah. And then I said, why? He said, you didn't receive the mail? I said, well, I didn't check it yet. What are you talking about? He said, well, check your email. And then he sent me this email, and he said, Abraham Hicks in Amsterdam. And then on top of that, not only in Amsterdam, in this particular place, which is 5 minutes walk from my home. So the feeling was, wow, they're coming for me, you know?
And turn around and look into this crowd. Turn around and look into the crowd and just think about the odds of us finding you in this crowd.
Yeah. And then I even said to my friend, and also to another friend, which I inspired to come from Denmark, I said to them, I will be sitting in the hot seat because I really want to be there. And yeah, well, in a way, I don't have any question, because whatever you say, it makes complete sense for me, and for my heart, I know what you're talking about.
Well, what you have presented here is more powerful than everything that we've already said. And that is that when you hold a desire and you allow it to stay within you, that when you ask with that potency, meaning no resistance, it is always given. It is always given. And not only is it always given, it keeps being given. There's no end to what comes to you moment by moment. In other words, it's not enough that you summoned Esther on a very long flight. It's not enough that you've put her into a gas tank. The greediness of you never ends. You must also be in the hot seat. And what we want you to understand is that whatever you ask, there are no limitations. You may be or do or have whatever you choose.
So, well, the thing is now that, I mean, I really resonate with what you're just saying. I have a desire. I have a strong desire of, again, meeting a love of my life, a woman that loves me and I love her.
Yeah,
and
they're everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, I guess I found that one. Okay, but that's the strongest desire that I have, and I kept having since I'm...
So this is how this goes. So, Abraham, I have this desire, and I got it. And now I've got another desire. So what does that mean?
That I'm going to get it.
Yeah, so get out.
Thank you so much.
And so now, a wonderful thing. We're all warmed up. You're in this place of reception. There's no homework. Be easy, have a wonderful time, and tomorrow, let's take thought beyond that which it has ever been before. There is great love here for you. And for now, we are complete.
What can I do in 2 minutes?
Everything you need to do.
Okay, please, let's just rampage to the next. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So a rampage is what happens when you've been focused in a way that you're allowing the energy to flow. A rampage, the way we mean it, a rampage of well-being or a rampage of appreciation, a rampage is where you're tuned into the frequency and what you want is flowing with enough momentum, and you're up to speed with it enough that you can keep up to speed with it. We talked earlier today about wanting but, so that there's no momentum and it feels sort of sluggish and slow. But a rampage is where you're up to speed, and so each thought builds on the next and on the next on the next. We would never encourage anyone to attempt a rampage unless they're pretty sure that they're under the influence of Source. And when you know for sure that you're under the influence of Source, then it's a matter of just relaxing and allowing what your inner being knows about you to flow through you. So this is what your inner being wants to know, and it may seem general to you, but you will feel the specifics of it as it's coming to you. So your inner being speaking to you. Just relax and hear what your inner being is saying. The recalibration of your vibration that has taken place in the hours that we've been together is not something that is like a college degree that is yours forevermore. It is something that is in the moment. And so it is an attraction that you've established that will serve you immensely and immediately. You're going to begin to notice in the hours and days that follow this gathering, and we have another hour together, so we're just giving her what she's asking for now. The things that will be coming to you and the way that you will be feeling and the momentum of your life experience in the hours and days that follow are going to be notably different for you because your set point has changed just in the amount of time that you've been sitting and listening and wondering and contributing and offering your own vibrational frequency. You've been rendezvousing with your inner being much more consistently than you usually do. And so the consistency of that vibration has put you in a place now where even though from moment to moment you might not be right in that receiving mode, you're close enough to it that more of the things that you've been wanting to understand are going to come into your experience. It's going to feel awesome to you. It's going to feel almost startling to you in some cases when information comes to you, as our friend just said, with such ease. You're going to notice patterns in your experience where one thing leads to another and leads to another and leads to another. You'll have a conversation with one friend and then you'll see someone totally not related to that conversation. They'll be picking up where you just left off. Words that you have not ever heard or used much in your life, someone will say it and then you'll start noticing it over here and over here and over here. You're going to begin to notice the mastery of the universe working on your behalf. At first it will feel to you like it's just coincidental, but then the patterns will become so proficient, they will be coming so quickly into your experience that you will begin to realize that, as Esther says, it's like the magic has begun. It's like, here I am in the flow of all of this. And it's not magic, it's just the natural sequence of events that follows when your frequency has been held at a higher vibration for a longer period of time. But things subtle and not so subtle are going to be happening in your life experience. The first thing that you're going to notice is that you just feel better more of the time. When you wake up, you'll have more of a feeling of being happy to come into the day. Don't work too hard at any of this. Let the next few days of your life experience be that of watching the movie or receiving. This movie is not going to be only that which comes through your mind. It's going to be a movie made up of all of the characters of your life experience. And so many of the people who are in your life now who have had personality characteristics that you have been observing will be different to you because you have activated within yourself a different frequency, and therefore you will be attracting something different from them. Think of them as the characters in your new movie. Notice how many more cooperative components are gathering around you, and notice how much you do not care about those components that are not cooperative. It's like the things are so much better, you're feeling the power of your own being so much that it really doesn't matter. The things that have been bothering you are irrelevant. In fact, they're not bothering you at all. In fact, you're not even going to be able to remember the things that have been bothering you because they're not active in your, they're not bothering you now, and as they're not active and not bothering you now, they can't come forward into your experience. And things that you have been wanting are going to come into your experience in much more abundance. So just take it easy as you are moving forward in the days that are following, because a whole lot has been going on here. This is a really good time for a segment of refreshment.
Thank you. I love you. Thank you.